Johannesburg Mayor Mashaba has fired MMC for Environmental and Infrastructure Services, Anthony Still. Mashaba released a statement this morning holding a different view from Still on how to deal with allegations of corruption and fraud at City Power. The pair had a difference of opinion regarding the suspension of City Power Managing Director. The African National Congress Johannesburg caucus predicted the move yesterday.
There's a number of serious issues facing this department across a number of entities, key service delivery entities such as City Power, Joburg Water, and Pick It Up that fall under this. After extensive discussions, it was felt that there was a difference of views on the approach to which they wish to fight matters of corruption. Unfortunately, this has resulted in the circumstance. The mayor stated that he's firmly of the view that he requires a team of MMCs that share his commitment to tackling matters of corruption in the city, which we have seen since coming office is widespread. We've been inundated with complaints. And at the end of the day, the mayor promised the residents of the city that he would have a zero-tolerance approach to corruption, and he remains unapologetic in his commitment to fighting corruption and delivering on this promise to the residents.
Joining us on the phone line to discuss this further is ANC spokesperson Juledi Matongo. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us here on ANN7. What is the ANC's initial reaction to the firing of the MMC?
Good afternoon to the viewers at home. Well, as the ANC, we are not surprised because we had predicted that Mr. Mashaba would do anything in his power to remove those who he sees as a stumbling block to his shenanigans in trying to lay his hand in the public purse. I mean, MMC Still has done exceptionally well. He's not done anything wrong. All he did wrong in the eyes of Mashaba was to refuse to do unlawful things. And the point here is, and the mayor has admitted to this, the mayor says, get rid of the MD at City Power, and the MMC Still says, on what basis? If we are to do that, let's follow proper procedure. Nothing of the sort came to the fore. Now, the MMC says, if you want investigations to be done on tenders and everything else, and you want to do investigations on things that have been investigated before, is that not a waste of taxpayers' money? That's the bone of contention. Because the mayor argues we did not have the same opinion in terms of how to approach the investigations at City Power. But the point here is MMC Still says over the last 3 years, allegations of corruption and fraud have been brought forward. They have been investigated by credible firms, and nothing suggested that there was wrongdoing on the part of the MD of City Power. But the mayor still insists those things must be investigated. So whilst we all agree that corruption must be fought and fraud must be dealt with, do we really want to spend millions and millions of rands in paying law firms and audit firms to do investigations on things that have already been investigated? And I guess the answer would be no. So we support any initiative by the mayor, including Mr. Mashaba, to get rid of corruption. But if those things that are to be investigated have already been subject to investigation, why do we have to spend people's money? And we congratulate Mr. Still for standing still on these matters to make sure that Mr. Mashaba doesn't do as he pleases.
Spokesperson, what does that, or where does that then leave the issue or the debate around City Power? What exactly is taking place then? Should South Africans be concerned?
Well, South Africans should be concerned because Mr. Mashaba says a clean government is what he's for. We are for clean government ourselves as the ANC. But if we are to spend lots of money in investigating things that have already been investigated and there was no wrongdoing on the part of City Power and its management, we think that is quite unfortunate because the money that you are spending on those investigations should be money that is spent on connecting a lot of other South Africans in the city who are not connected to electricity services. So we think that Mr. Mashaba is really playing games, and we would want to believe that maybe his business interests are to be called to question in these kinds of initiatives that he's taking.
Well, let's leave it there for now, spokesperson. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you talking to us as well. On the phone line is the ANC spokesperson, Juledi Matongo.